16 Ironmen in the country, Trembath, Minogue, Newbigin and the Seagull, Corey Jones.
Well, I think look for in the swim leg at the start, Shannon Eckstein is a bit fresher. He hasn't done as many races today. He's done that on purpose.
Tough to make the final. The champion, Pierce Leonard not in there and Matt Poole not in there.
That's right. Well, Kai Hurst is the greatest ocean surf swimmer of all time. And you know what? If he comes out first in the swim, you'd say, well, that makes sense. Yep. So look for him because he will go out very strong.
Home club here at Kurrawa, and he's also already won the surf race at these Aussie Championships. He's not quite fast enough, though, off the beach, but he will make up for that once he gets into his swim.
Shannon Eckstein leading them out. He's won this title 3 times. He took out the Kellogg Nutrigrain Series this year for the 5th or 6th time. He's been in phenomenal form, and the pack are fielding. It'll be tight and it'll be pretty rough in there too, Lee.
Well, you've got Kai Hurst there in the yellow cap sitting in right behind Shannon Eckstein. You've got a competitor over to the very right who's in equal first position as well. He's looking very strong. That could
Corey
be
Jones, is it?
That could be the. I don't think that's the. Yes, that's the Seagull. Hey, he is in form today. He's the Open Australian Board Race champion. Obviously got some confidence. He is leading out on that right-hand side of the screen as you look out. Shannon Eckstein sitting there in equal second. Kai Hurst is in 3rd place. But don't look for Kai Hurst because he will want to come out of this swim league in 1st position.
So it is Corey Jones leading them out at this stage. Looks like Dylan Newbigin is moving up beside Shannon Eckstein as well. Confidence, how much of a part does it play in this for Corey Jones? He's come in with a win under his belt not too long ago this morning.
He's a full-time lifeguard that works on the Sunshine Coast. He makes a crust saving people's lives during the Monday to Friday time slot, trains around that, and yeah, certainly he knows how to win. He's one of those guys that's very, very strong when he's in form, and he's obviously peaked very, very well for this weekend.
Kai Hurst looks incredibly fit. We really saw him come into the start of the Kellogg Series last year, not 100%. By the start of this year, once we got to Noosa, he looked $1 million.
Well, a lot of the work Kai was doing was open water work, and it was long distance. I mean, they tried to break some record in the English Channel, and you need to carry some weight for that because you lose that weight whilst you're doing those long open water swims. He's worked his way into this season. He's sitting in 2nd at the moment, right behind Corey Jones.
Well, have a look at these young men. If you've got your kids at home, they want to be fit and healthy. You want to get them down to your Surf Life Saving Club. It's a bit young for little Sky down in Barwon Heads, but she'll be ready in a couple of years. But Nicole, your kids are ready to sign up, and it's a wonderful way to stay fit and healthy.
Absolutely, but it's more than that. It's about the atmosphere and the environment and the fraternity as well. It's a wonderful place to bring up kids around the surf club. So I haven't chosen my surf club down in Melbourne yet, but Guy, no doubt your daughter will be in there with Manly.
My oldest daughter's been in the nippers, and my youngest one is 4. Can't wait till September to start her 1st year as a nipper. Well,
little Sky Howard, it'll be a battle of the bridge between Barwon Heads and Ocean Grove to get their hands on the little girl. But meanwhile, back at the front here, Kai Hurst, he is a phenomenal athlete. He looks like he's made his move at this stage. We expected him to do well in the swim, and looks like he's hit the front.
Well, Shannon Eckstein is hanging on for grim life. He knows if he sits on the feet of Kai Hurst, he will drag him around the course in the swim leg as quick as can be. Now, Shannon Eckstein is the current World Ironman champion. He's a current series champion. He's done everything in the sport, as has Kai Hurst. Kai Hurst had about 5 or 6 years off with his swimming career as he made Olympic teams, and he pushes down a bit of chop here. So what you'll find now is they'll start picking their rating up when they feel their weight go forward, and they'll try to drive down some waves.
So that's Shannon beside him there.
Here we go,
Jones.
here we go.
Oh, they're both on it.
So we've got
Shannon and Kai.
I think, I know Kai's on the inside here.
I'm pretty sure it's Shannon because Dylan Newbigin was a bit further back, and so too Corey Jones.
Indeed, looks like Kai Hurst.
That's spot on.
Shannon, Corey Jones is in there, Dylan Newbigin up there, Chris Allen and Kane Eckstein look like they round out the top 6 at the moment.
There's Corey Jones.
As Corey Jones makes his way into that sneaky little
there's
wave.
2 others there. Newbigin's in that as well, so he's in the fight as well. So now there's a host of competitors that have come through. So is that the front there? So we're looking, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 competitors are all pushing through as we see Shannon Eckstein on the screen. I think Chris Allen from Cronulla is in this 5 bunch out the front.
Yeah, I think he's currently sitting in 2nd. He's sitting right in behind Shannon with that Cronulla cap.
Well, he went well, didn't he, in the board rescue? He got #1 in that with his brother, and he certainly's turned up fit this weekend. He's been around a long, long time, done Ironman competition for over a decade, a family that is very deep in tradition in surf lifesaving.
I tell you what, this does tell us, though, that Kai Hurst is not going to get the kind of advantage that he would want to get off this swim leg, so he's going to have to work like crazy in the next 2 legs.
Kai Hurst just a little bit further south of these boys at the moment. You can see him waiting for the wave.
That's
Waiting. Alan looks like he's moved on to it.
And Shannon.
As has Shannon as well. So these are the boys out in front at the moment, Alan and Eckstein. And Alan has actually made his way all the way and just milking every last bit of energy out of that wave.
Great surfing there from Alan. So Shannon and Eckstein's run through. They'll dive through this little bit here now. As you see, they go into the deeper water where it's a bit darker. They'll porpoise once, twice. They'll get up and start running. So now it's who's going to get around that course. Who wants this bad enough in this run league before they jump on the ski?
Well, Shannon Eckstein, we've seen him time and time again. If you'd said to many on the beach that Shannon would lead onto the beach after the swim, they'd almost say, put down your glasses. But there is a long way to go. They'll move around, of course, the ski leg and then the board leg to finish it off. But at this stage, it is the reigning Kellogg's Nutrigrain Ironman champion, the man that's won the Aussie title 3 times on the distinctive purple ski that leads them out.
Kane Eckstein's back in third. Kai Hurst is in fourth. So the Kurrawa pair are right on the heels of the front two, which is Allen and Eckstein. So Eckstein is on the ski now. He's up and paddling on the purple ski. He's got through the white water on the inside. He punches his way over the top of that wave, and you'll see Allen behind him. So that's a nice slow stroke there. What he's doing is he's getting his breath back and getting ready to punch into the waves as he get into that area on that second break.
Kane Eckstein there in the black ski. Kai Hurst in the yellow ski. Chris Allen from Cronulla in second place, and Shannon Eckstein out front. I'd like to see Kane Eckstein do well in this. He did everything he could in the Kellogg's Nutrigrain series. He had a wonderful fourth cool and Gutter goal win, and he is a fierce competitor.
Yeah, Kane Eckstein could do anything, that kid. He's a training machine, as is his brother. His brother has done everything in this sport, and certainly in the position he's in right now, he doesn't make many mistakes. We saw him doing the last leg of the board for Northcliffe in the Taplin relay today and looked so comfortable. And Shannon Eckstein, what a great exponent of ski paddling. Sitting up high, very, very comfortable and relaxed with his stroke, but so powerful.
Oh, they've almost bridged that gap with Alan from Cronulla in second place. Kai Hurst has almost made that up. Time now to ask you, though, because I know you have a lot to do with the Eckstein boys. Shannon went down and raced the Grand Prix recently in the celebrity race, did quite well, but prior to that, he said he was battling with his motivation. Yeah. How has he been going since the Nutrigrain Ironman between then and now? I
think he needs a break, you know, like they compete so much in Ironman sport. You've got to train for 4 disciplines, and because of that, you're doing a lot of training during the day. And he hasn't had many breaks because he goes in everything. He competes in all the different events. He's in Australian teams. He captains the Australian surf lifesaving teams. I think he came off the series last year and he was a bit disappointed that he didn't dominate every race. He only won 1 race, the first race of 5-race series. Didn't win any more, won the series. I think he was a bit down on himself. He'll have a break now for a month or 2, and I'm sure he'll come back with renewed vigour.
Well, this will be a nice way if you can take the Aussie Championship once again to actually go into a break, so that'll give him a bit of reassurance and maybe motivation.
He'll drive here now. This little swell Howie will push him in, and there's a wave behind that. So what he'll do is he'll keep pushing, and see whether he can catch that little one in front. Behind him, there's a big wave coming though, so he won't want to get anywhere near that. He'll want to stay in front of that little swell behind him to make sure his ski stays forward, straight. And you see behind there, you've got in the middle, Hurst was looking strong, and you've got Eckstein up there as well as Allen.
Allen was actually dropping off the back of that. He didn't quite get there, but Kai and Kane on it.
Well, Kane Eckstein, the last time they ran this event, finished 3rd at the Australian Open Ironman title to Pierce Leonard, who's not in the final today. So Kane Eckstein is no stranger to going well, as Kai Hurst drags himself down the next wave, and he's in clear second.
Indeed, anything can happen. A long way to go, but they call this man Shannon Eckstein the Professor, and that's because Guy Leachy doesn't make mistakes.
It's not because he wears glasses, no.
Oh, let's not put the
mock at the coals that we're looking for. Shannon Eckstein is the first on the beach. We'll have a look who's in second position. That is King Kai Hurst. He's already taken this title out 4 times. Then Chris Allen from Cronulla making his way up into the beach. They're all chasing Shannon Eckstein at this stage. Brother Kane will be in 4th, but Shannon Eckstein has already got his board, and he is heading out, hopefully for him, on the way to his 4th Aussie crown.
Now there's a tail here. Kai Hurst can stay within range of Shannon Eckstein in front. When they get around that last turn, there's a chance to maybe catch a wave from behind and come up on Shannon for the run up the beach. So Kai Hurst will be thinking, you know what, I might not get him on the way out. Oh, well, I tell you what, he's done a fantastic run leg, Kai Hurst. Here we go. If he can punch over this wave now, yes, he does. There's another one coming up. He needs to get over this and not roll. Up. Okay, so he's over it. So now the momentum's with Shannon Eckstein, but Kai Hurst is close enough that he can come off that last turn. He's in a position where he might have a crack at Shannon.
Kane Eckstein on your left of screen looks like he's really put the big ones in too. He is a fierce competitor. He'll never go away, and he looks like he's moved into 4th position behind Alum, Kai Hurst and Shannon Eckstein. But there's no doubt, Nicole, that gap at the front has got a smaller.
Yeah, and now Kai Hurst is chasing, so too Kane. But I just saw Corey Jones as well. That looks as though that's him at the back of the field there. So he's sitting in 5th. He's not out of touch, but Shannon is out in front. He's got everything to lose right now.
It's a race of 2 here, Nick. It's a race between Shannon Eckstein and Kai Hurst. We've been talking about it all weekend, Howie. These are the heavyweights at the moment in this sport. Kai Hurst needs to jump over this one and keep himself in contact. What he needs to do is just keep his rating up, keep the board moving forward, and have a crack and get a little bit lucky coming in on a wave. And if he can do that, it's still not over.
7 Australian titles between these two, Nicole.
Yeah, these boys have won a lot, and if we look at Kai's statistics, if he can win this, it would edge him past the legendary Grant Kenny when it comes to overall Ironman titles. He's got a bit to go to the great man Trevor Hendy, but if he can do it now, Kai Hurst will move into number 2 all time.
Which will give him 5. Grant Kenny, who inspired me to take up Ironman many years ago, was the first of the great Ironman back in 1980 when at Maroochydore Beach he won the junior and the senior Ironman within half an hour of each other, which people thought could never ever be done. And he basically got me to join a Surf Club and start doing the Ironman sport. And it's guys like this, like Shannon Eckstein and Kai Hurst, that will do exactly the same thing for many young kids out there watching today.
All right, Leachy, no man reads the surf better than you. This is the big moment now.
Well, here we go. Shannon Eckstein's actually grabbed one straight off the start. So this could be the winning wave for Shannon Eckstein. He needs to control the board, make sure that he holds it in place. But if he can get this through to the beach, which we know Shannon knows. So Kai Hurst is on the second wave. So Shannon Eckstein in front on the first wave, Kai Hurst on the second wave. Shannon Eckstein needs to drive this wave all the way through to the gutter. He's cut across, he's coming across because he knows the finish line is directly in front of him now. He's celebrating, he knows he's got the win.
The hands are in the air for Shannon Eckstein. He took away from nearly the back boy. You can see the emotion on his face, what this win will mean to him. He's telling the crowd, come on, get behind me. He has got 3 Australian titles under his belt. He is looking towards a 4th. High five to the crowd. That's how dominant this victory has been. Have a look at the emotion on the man's face. He's done this journey 3 times in the past, having time to just tell his crowd and give a few kisses to the girls as well.
Hopefully his wife's somewhere in there.
That is a dominant performance, Shannon Eckstein. 4 Aussie crowns. He's the king of Kurrawa. What a display.
Well, who's going to get second? Is it Kai Hurst? Here he comes. Look, he will be disappointed because he has such a competitive nature. But second, well done, Kai Hurst.
Unbelievable performance by Shannon Eckstein. He has dominated this race from the start. I've never seen a man celebrate while he has been in that position. Kai Hurst, though, he is coming in second position. And in the back, it looks like Chrissy Allen will round out the top 3. But there's no doubt Kane Eckstein, in fact, has moved into 3rd place. 1 and 3 for the Eckstein brothers. It is Shannon on top.